Well, it works. It works just as likely as well as I'm going to get a copyright strike for playing that. No, not much longer. It does work, and a fixed volume, that's not too bad. That works, that plays, the amplifier works. That plays alright. I need to clean everything too before I do that. I don't want to scale up the tape or the heads. This doesn't work. I can fix that though. I do like the old quality of these old radio electronics like this. Really can't beat a standalone radio tuner. They are a good, some of these can be good performers, old radio tuners and things. They're a great audio source. Oh, I'll fix that. The tape deck works good, the amplifier works good, they're the main two good things out of this score. Looks ugly, but it is kit built. It's not a bad thing, so better than the little Chinese Apply amplifier, that's for sure. I would say, wasn't as loud as I thought it was going to be, probably about 20 watts or so this one. Still pretty damn good. I haven't tested that yet, but it has been pulled apart before, so it's either a laser or something like that. But anyway, let's turn this all off and get that CD player tested quickly. Test it. The transit button might be stuck, but no, it's not ejecting. Yeah, doesn't want to do anything. Oh, the motor's going. Look at the belt for the eject or the gear or something's going on it. I didn't see one similar to this, like 12 volt vids. I think he fixed up one like this. Because I recall that transit thing in the bottom there, in one of his videos I think it was. You pull it to allow this to go in and out. Still not a bad score though. For a standalone hi-fi CD player, it's still a better quality and outlasts any of today's Blu-ray and DVD players you'd use as a CD player. This at least is actually a quality unit that would last longer than that. Older CD players play different random, like PlayStation 1 CDs for example and PC CDs. There's some secret songs and tracks and all sorts of things that these older units would play over a modern unit would play. Even a newer CD player wouldn't play it. So these do have their advantages. Anyway, project don't work, projects for another day. Anyway, when I get a bit of time, still waiting for the engine parts to arrive. That's a project in itself. Anyway, thanks for watching. You know, viewers of the data guy at work gave me some stuff he's cleaned up from his shed. He's moving, so some of the stuff he's throwing out is given to me. He's been a TV tech for about 20 years or so. Back when he can repair TVs and they'll last a long time. Nowadays they're pretty much consumer pieces of junk you get free in a box of popcorn or cornflakes. They become so crappy and disposable now. Some of the stuff programming even particularly is even crap nowadays, but I got a few goodies. I'll potentially get more. A pattern generator for my vintage TV restoration videos, which is nice. NTSC and PAL compatible. Colour test pattern generator. RF for video out. Your vertical and horizontal sync for testing different stages of the display. The video circuitry. Has been repaired. It was yeah, he did a lot of repairs, so West Melbourne Institute of TAFE originally. That's all been repaired now. Hey, got to use this for my vintage TV repairs now. Instead of using a test pattern DVD, this is a real deal. A Rauma AM/FM MPX tuner, made in Taiwan. Taiwanese manufacturing uses pretty good manufacturing practices. A lot better than the Chinese crap you buy anyway. So they're on par with Japanese and Korean made stuff, Taiwanese stuff. Even back in the day when this was made, their manufacturing was better than Chinese and Hong Kong stuff at the time. Missing the tuning knob. Valmar, nice little tuner. I got a Technics CD player. I don't know if I've looked at this or I have to figure it out, just looked at it or not. It's actually not a bad unit though. There's actually better CD players than using an actual DVD player nowadays to play CDs in your hi-fi system. I got another one of these, identical to the one I got ages ago. Pioneer tape deck. The power button plastic's broken unfortunately. Something's hit it. But it's got that for a while by the looks of it. I did test it, it does work, so the motor and the belt must be alright. That's how it's been changed. Had new plugs put on there. Yeah, they came from the same place I bought the other one from. Not a bad model this. I do like the compact of this model. We can't beat older tape decks. The head's really good. The pinch roller's a really good nick too, that's alright. Got a good tape deck. Definitely put that to use. Never have too many tape decks, especially now when cassettes made a comeback somewhat. You can buy Tascam and TIAC, they're making a colour production tape deck, but they're based off a Chinese knockoff, and the Chinese knockoff cassette mechanism was Tanishan was the last manufacturer making cassette mechanisms today, and they stopped making cassette mechanisms about 10 or so years ago. Now they're just pretty much a Chinese knockoff of a Tanishan, which is the cheapest and easiest to produce tape mechanism, which is used in anything nowadays. Everything uses them. But this is a pretty good mechanically a good quality heavy duty unit. But yeah, it all works, which is nice. I also got an oscillation transformer, Australia made, 1 amp, 1992. This to go on my 2 amp RLAC transformer. That's the 1 amp model of it. There's my 2 amp model. That'll be quite handy to have. Things like this are pretty handy when you're little repairs. Or if you've got an RCD that keeps chipping, you want to blow something up. If you've got an RCD, and you've got something small that you want to destroy, whatever it is, run it through an oscillating transformer and it won't chip the RCD anymore. For little things like that, it's good. And this, I think, is a Playmaster or some other, I don't know, just be completely built from scratch generically. Equivalent to a Playmaster anyway. So Playmaster, ones of these homemade amps were branded Playmaster. However, this one is not branded. 12cm, 240 volt ball bearing fan made in Taiwan. They do use these fans a lot in the street markets in Taiwan where they're cooking as exhaust fans. They do last quite, I do like the quality of these, they last quite well. You can buy these at Tech Lab now, but they're Chinese crap. They're not metal like these ones. The Chinese ones at Tech Lab aren't as durable as these older ones. Old TO3 metal cans, transistors, Hitachi transistors. Pretty a date code in the transformer, I think is at 1990, 30th week of 1990. Looks like Ireland, Irish made parts, Elna capacitors, homemade stuff. Proper linear amp. I've got to test it yet. I'm assuming it's judging by that fan mod, this thing has probably been played hard. I'd say it's been played hard back in its day. But that's nice, discrete components. I do like that. That's how you build amps from scratch. A kit build amp, you can't beat them. There's a screen missing there. Maybe there's potentially blown a stage here. I'll have to take this and test it and do some tests. Maybe he's played it too hard and blown up some of these transistors. Yeah, it is a home built thing, so kit built, so I'll have to work completely from scratch to troubleshoot it if there's anything wrong with it. Home soldered mains, heat shrunk mains, and there is no level. You plug your speakers in and you hit your source, you control the levels on your source, not on the amp itself. It's at a fixed volume, this. So I'm assuming is had a bit of fun with it back in the day and popped the transistors, I say. But you can't beat the old school home built amps like this. Much better than repairability wise than today's surface mount technology. You really can't beat the discreteness of big components like this. Makes them easier to fix. It also looks good too. Anyway, let's do these capacitors back up tight and I'll do a quick test. I'll see if this thing does anything. I wasn't told if it was working or not, but